Yo, welcome to Real Talk Real People. My name is Dixon, and today I'm here with the one and only called Backman.
Carl Backman, ladies and gentlemen. Come
So how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I've never done anything like this before,
Yeah,
so I don't even know where to start.
yeah. But like I said, I usually start on your upbringing,
Yeah,
your childhood, like stuff you went through, and then we're gonna climb the step.
we climb the step.
Yeah, as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, first I want to say I'm really glad that you came.
Oh, well, thank you.
I appreciate it a lot. Since I moved out here, I haven't been focused on this podcast because of some personal issues.
Yeah.
So, but now I'm starting, and I'm happy that you are one of the first person since I moved.
Oh, well, thank you. And it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
So yeah, but first of all, I want to start by saying maybe you could tell me something about your childhood.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of, I don't know what camera to look at. Or
It doesn't matter. Just talk. You got everything on you though.
Well, that's, no, we're in Eskilstuna right now, right?
Yeah.
So that's the city where I'm from. Little old Eskilstuna, the Chicago of Sweden.
Yeah.
People say.
Chirac.
Yeah. Actually, I was brought up not too far away from here, like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Believe it? 2 minutes. Yeah, born and raised here in Southern, as we say. I do speak Swedish, by the way, but we'll get to that. Brought up here, pretty much spent my golden childhood youth over here.
Yeah. So, how was it then?
It was amazing. I had the best friends. We ran around doing like hood rat things as
So don't shit like this.
Yeah, as one does.
So yeah, how was your mom and dad? Like, how many siblings do you have?
Oh,
and stuff like that?
way back when it was just me.
Yeah.
Now we're a bunch.
Yeah.
Now we're a bunch.
Like how many?
Five.
Five. Okay.
4.
And not closer to mine though.
No, you have a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Well, back in the day, it was just me.
Yeah.
And then my mom and my dad, they separated when I was, like 2 years old. So I always moved in between mom and dad. But they always lived close to each other.
Okay.
They liked each other still. They were good friends. So it was all good in that spectrum.
Yeah, and that's one thing I really like. I like that even though when you separate,
Yeah.
you should always keep this bond because of the
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
Because nowadays in our society, like I was young, the youths, we don't have that. We just feel like when you break up, you have to be my enemy.
Right.
And I think it's like we should look back to our forefathers, our grandma, our mom time when they had a real thing to call relationship.
A good
respect.
relationship.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I guess that way, having good relationships with my parents, being in a good relationship still.
Yeah.
It does a lot to a kid, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Not being like drawn from one to the next, it's good in that spectrum.
Yeah. So as the younger Carl now,
Yeah.
in school and growing up, going to school, how was like your life and how was things around you?
It was good, man. It was good. I had a great childhood. I got a lot of freedom to run around, do my own things, and I had great friends. So, but it was all fun. It was all fun. Yeah, my mom moved to Stockholm when I was young too, so I had to. I was forced to move to Stockholm with her for about 2 years.
Okay.
First, it was heartbreaking. I had all my friends over here in Eskilstuna. But it was all fun and games. I got into a new school.
Yeah.
Met new friends.
New girls.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
And the year after that, I had transferred into a new school, which means new friends.
Yeah.
So I was always the new kid. I guess growing up, I was always the new kid in all these places, which made it easier to train the skill of getting to know new friends. Okay. But as the new kid, I never felt comfortable around the cool kids, so to speak. So I was drawn to the odd ones out, which was always more fun. I thought they were weirder. more weird, more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Like they say, like the weirdest people are always the people who have the most fun.
yeah,
Because if you're out there trying to be cool, you don't do the fun thing because you always try to do things that perfect.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's kind of fucked up. Yeah. So yeah,
That's one way of putting it.
when did you like realize that I wanted to be an actor? I wanted to do this as a career.
Yeah, I'm an actor, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
I was around 16.
Yeah.
And at the time, I got into, I did an exchange year in Iowa, all the way over in the U.S.
Yeah.
I lived on a farm, Iowa, cornfields as far as the eyes could see. It was amazing. But while I was there, I only had that 1 year. So I wanted to do as much as I could, which means I wrestled, I did American football, not basketball, it's for geeks. No.
It's okay, bro.
No.
People make money for us.
I was never good at it.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. But and I did musical theater and theater overall in the school, and that's when I fell in love with it. We did a play called Ufta, which is like a weird Norse mythology type of thing. Fittingly, me being from Sweden, and I got to play Thor. Thor, yeah. Okay. So I was like, yeah, shit, this is my thing,
Yeah.
And then I got back home, and I was like, hey, I wanna keep doing this fun thing, acting. And I joined the local theater here in town, and I got to do a musical.
You need to assistant.
Yeah, in Eskilstuna, right? Cian Knuten is their name. And I got to do a show here, Footloose the musical, which was basically it's set in Iowa, kinda, which was also weirdly fitting. And I got to play the bad guy, the bad boy. Could you believe it? I got to play the bad boy, and then there was singing. That's not my strong suit, really, which was a little awkward, but it was fun nonetheless. So after that, I just continued steamrolling theater.
Okay. So you came back on the state to Sweden.
To Sweden.
You started doing theater and then some.
Finishing high school and then doing theater on the side.
So you finished high school in Sweden.
Yeah, I did.
And then after that, what happened?
After that, I got a little job. I was a lifeguard at this swimming facility while doing theater.
At the swimming pool.
Yeah, the local swimming pool. I'm a licensed sauna therapist now.
Really?
Yeah. It's a weird thing saying it loud.
No, it's not weird. My ex was a psychologist, so
that's weird.
I can relate to that.
It was fun as hell.
Yeah.
Then I got into the American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Yeah.
In New York.
How was it?
It was so much fun.
So yeah, since you came here, studied, finished high school, and then you went back to the States to like continue your education.
Yeah, exactly.
So by that time, how old was you then?
Say that again.
How old was you?
I was, how old was I? 20?
20.
No, 21. I didn't want to go until I was 21.
Okay.
So that I could, without a hassle, do all the fun things.
Okay. So when you went back, was it like any hard or difficult time you faced, like living there 30 now?
In New York?
Yeah, as like a mature, grown up young Swedish too.
Yeah. One thing I realized quite fast is that a lot of exchange students, at least doing like artist stuff, acting, they have a lot of money, and I never did. Luckily, I come from Sweden, where we have CSN, the student loan thing. So I got that, and that paid for my school basically, but it gave me next to nothing in pocket, to live. So I had to live like a roach, kind of, while over there. And in New York, it's tough. Yeah, New York that's a whole subject. We can talk hours on hours on that.
Yeah. So I want to get into that. Like, tell me more about your life experiences there, because I always hear a lot of strange things.
A lot of strange things. It's a fun town. It's a beautifully fun and exciting time. every time you walk out the door, it's like an adventure. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that's true. That's true. Bad
Oh, good.
or good. Yeah. It's Have you ever been?
Nah, I hate the state. I don't know. I like the stuff, but I just hate the policy.
Yeah, I get that.
Like the laws and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I like the countries itself, but not the rulers.
Yeah. Oh, fair point.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope to walk into.
Yeah.
Or talk about, I guess. You should go to New York though.
I will
land of its
sometime in
own.
the future, but like after seeing everything on TV on the internet, you get scared. Like people like me ain't working, and even that I know it's a lot of opportunity. You can like come from nothing, be something, and stuff like that. But I just feel like I came here to Sweden when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of used to that Swedish way of living, like calm, like
comfortable.
Yeah, I want to feel free and safe. Like when I go out, I have to be, watching over my back if I'm going to get shot, if I'm going to do something wrong. Because I hear when you look at somebody the wrong way, is on.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to, put myself in that situation that I have to be like, oh, okay, what's up?
But it's funny you should say that. It's like here in Sweden, it's very calm
Yeah.
and comfortable.
Yeah,
And once you go there, it's like the Wild West.
yeah,
It truly is.
yeah.
Everyone for themselves.
I'm sorry, my back was like a ball. But anyway, like, tell me about your how did you manage to like live there and complete your studies?
First year, I was lucky enough to have my girlfriend at the time. She had family friends over there, so I got to stay there.
Okay.
Which was a life saving,
Okay.
But that was a bit that was in Queens,
Queens, New York.
Jamaica,
Jamaica, yeah.
yeah. So it was like 40 minutes away from the big city. So every day I had to go, go there. Although the J train took me home and to the city, the J train, man, that's like the Wild West of trains.
Yeah.
The people that you see on that train, it's crazy.
Yeah. Is that the string I always see on the internet? People be dancing. And
Oh yeah,
getting jumping. Stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. And we have this the Jesus man, skinny little guy that always walked from train cart to train cart, just talking to himself. I mean, many people talk to themselves in New York, but this guy in particular, he walks in, skinny with a little beanie, and he sits down and he's like reciting praises,
like
Bible verses.
Yeah, Bible verses.
Like talking to people, and like many people disregard people that talk to themselves. But talking to them, like you talk back, you have conversations with them, or you get the funniest stories, truly.
But it's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
The people that you want to know what to talk to, those are the people who are very well educated.
Oh, absolutely. He was fun talking to. Met him sometimes, and then was this guy, this amazing guy that wrote his own love. He wrote his own love newspaper.
Yeah.
And almost every time when I was going back home from school, he was walking the train, selling it to people who wanted to buy it. And I bought it once. It was basically like, you should talk to people on the train.
Yeah.
Ask them this, ask them that. It was a fun thing.
Yeah. So besides that, you met your girlfriend, and then things got a little bit better living there. And then how did you like manage outside of school? Did you have like an extra gig you were doing, or like an extra work?
I did. Well, after school, when it was, COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened. Bro, you remember that? That threw everything for a loop. And during that time, I was still doing school.
Yeah.
So I remember COVID happened. It got real big, real fast. No one knew what was going to happen. So school closed. Me and my roommate at the time, he wasn't my roommate at the time, but me and my very good friend, we decided to go upstate, stay in a little ski cabin. It wasn't ski season,
Okay.
but we went upstate, him and I, and we stayed in this in this beautiful, beautiful house overlooking the mountains, you know, ski resort, waiting out the storm. And at this time, school was like, oh, we're going to be closed for a week. A week passes. Oh, we're going to be closed for a week more. A week passes, and then we're like, okay, we got to go home. So we go home, and I hop on a flight. I go back to Sweden. A couple of months later, me, him, and two other people that I went to school with, we moved to France for a little bit.
Okay.
And we stayed there, doing school together, you know. It was more having fun than school, to be honest.
Yeah.
World was falling apart, you know. We didn't know what was gonna. Fast forward, COVID is now kind of like, what's COVID? You know?
Yeah, a little bit better.
Yeah. So we go back. We finish school, and at this time I start doing catering. So I serve champagne to rich assholes.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had a chance to meet a lot of rich people.
Yeah, very rich people. My first gig was actually Bill Gates' daughter's wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you take a number?
I should have. Man, I was serving him champagne or wine and the daughter too. It was a nice gig.
Yeah.
Like they built these three botanical gardens basically on his lavish grounds. I don't know, up in Salem or somewhere. 17-hour shift. You know, I was
Like straight.
17 hours straight.
Whoa.
Standing, walking around, serving champagne, doing all of these things. My first task was with this big, heavy granite slab. They put a bunch of champagne flutes on there, and I was supposed to stand like a statue as the guests were coming in.
Okay.
A guest takes a glass. It gets a little lighter. It's still a heavy slab. One of the glasses starts to wobble, and I'm new to this. You know, I don't know. So I start like for rookie mistake, man. Start trying to fix it. Everything
Fade out.
falls, crashes. Guests are coming in, you know, glass all over the floor, champagne. These are, I bet, expensive glasses. I don't know, they said so, but how expensive can a glass be?
Yeah.
Everything falls. I'm like trying to fix everything. A woman comes up to me, don't cry. I'm like, I'm not crying. I'm just trying to fix this. They send me away. But funny thing is, as soon as the first glass falls, everything falls. Other people start dropping their things, you know.
Really?
Yeah. So then, like, I was the first. Now everyone can let their guard down. And
so, like, the attention wasn't more on you than
right. Exactly.
Yeah. So then, continue.
Well, then the party goes on. You know, starts raining. Me and another one starts like shuffling water outside the tent.
Yeah.
Like flowing in. It's a fun gig.
What's the fucked up things you ever did back in your shit like you did, but like, whoa, it's off the track?
I don't know how many stories I can tell.
Tell me so.
I don't know how I can't tell you the whole truth maybe, but well, some things, you know, being in New York, it's a dog eat dog world out there.
Wild West.
Wild West. And there was many sleepless nights where I was like, oh, I don't have any money. How will I pay my rent? So and as an artist, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know.
Yeah.
At least starting out, and that was my mentality at least. So I applied for this gig, and pretty straight off the bat, this guy that I applied to this gig, he writes to me like, "Can we hop over to email? It's this gig it's a little can't take it here, you know." I'm like, sure. We hop over to email, and he's like, so I just I own this hush hush nudist retreat in England, and we're looking for servers basically or hosts to this thing. It's a high-tech nudist retreat where no one works there.